Hey guys, welcome back to releasethecraftin. We're still here for another edition of a Cabinet of Curiosiprompts. That's hashtag Curiosiprompts, which is a challenge hosted by myself, Priscilla, here at releasethecraftin. That's how I started the video. And my friend, Tiff, at AmethystRaven342. And you guys, check her out, because she's making a video every day just like I am. So definitely go over there, look at her, check her stuff out. Also, give her a follow, because she's trying to get to 1,000, and I want to help her get there. So depart, but watch this first, or go over there and then come back. Either way, I mean, this is up to you. I feel like it's more efficient to watch this first and then go over there and come back, but it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that today is day 23 of hashtag Curiosiprompts, and the word today is Argle-bargle, which is a noun, which means copious but meaningless talk or writing. So let's get into it. I'm gonna make a tag. Surprise, surprise! I'm gonna do the thing I've been doing all month long, which is make a tag with this watercolor paper. If I can get it off. There we go. Okay. And while I'm thinking about an Argle-bargle. Wow. I don't know if it was my brain or my mouth that short-circuited there, but it definitely did an Argle-bargle. I think I'm gonna be wildly interpretive with this prompt. And you guys can tell me how you feel about it at the end. Because, yeah, I don't have an idea. I mean, I have an idea of what I'm going to do in the wildly interpretive sense, but in the, like, very direct definition of the word sense, I have no ideas. Copious but meaningless talk or writing. I don't know. What I do know is that I have a book that I've been shredding to pieces and picking up. I use it to pick up dies and stuff like that. And I think that you could argue that this is copious writing, which is meaningless if you have not read the book and don't know what the book is about. It's not that good of a book, to be honest. I read the entire series at a very low point in my life. And it sort of became like an emotional support series, but when I revisited it, I was like, this is actually not that great. So, hence why I am tearing up my copy of the book, because, yeah, I am not attached to it. I don't understand what I was attached to, because I have grown and developed beyond the day of needing this book, I guess, to get me through, and I appreciate it for what it did, but it just, you know, I don't need it anymore. So, copious, meaningless, like, writing, because it's just a random book page, right? And I think I'm going to turn it into something meaningful, by turning it into some blackout poetry. So we're going to go on this journey together and see how successful this is to turn something meaningless into something with maybe slightly more meaning. But I honestly, like, isn't poetry all just meaningless words, except for to the people it connects to and the person who wrote it? You know, like, I feel like I'm onto something here. Is it the right something? I don't know. But I guess we'll find out together. It's going to be the friends we made along the way. So, let's hope that stuck down nice, because I don't want to have to correct it. And then let's trim off the excess and see what we're working with. You know what's interesting is that for a lot of these prompts, after I finish doing one, I then immediately think of what I could have done afterwards, and I'm like, do you have time today to make another video so that you can do round 2 on this prompt? And the answer is no, I don't have any time. But also, as a person with ADHD, time is an illusion. So I definitely don't have time, because whatever I think is time is not, it's not time. It's a lack of time. It is negative time. I never have as much time as I think I have, because I can't perceive time. I knew it. I knew it. Which is why I saved this little glob. pop off my finger. And then, while I continue to think, I'm gonna come back around with my little sanding guy to get a nice rough edge. For no other reason than I want it to be like a little more, I don't know, beveled looking, but also so that it'll pick up the distress ink I'm going to put on top of it. In a pleasing fashion before we start blacking stuff out here. You don't breathe that in, Priscilla. Oh my gosh. Did it make much of a difference? Not to you guys, but to me, yes. I don't know, like, if there's even like a way to show you guys, because I don't know, the edge is just edgier. Okay. It is a Friday night, so I do expect stuff to be making noise out there. And we're just going to start with a regular pen for right now, and then I'll come back through with a marker. Or I could just save myself the trouble and start with a marker. Why am I being like this? So let's see. Words we're keeping here. Ooh, his words cracked with fear. Is that true? And she lies. Let's do the man touched fire. Ooh, does he speak the truth? We'll go with constructed of a lie. I don't know what's happening here, but this is very interesting. Constructed of a lie. Oh, I just blacked over a cool thing. It says monstrous ocean of untruths. So that would have been really cool, but I blacked it over with my heavy hand. Constructed of a lie. Chorus of horns answered. Bless you. Horns answered. We have nothing else to gain here. Leave the girl. So let's see. Am I good with that? How does that feel? His words cracked with fear. Is that true? She lies. The man touched fire. Does he speak the truth? Constructed of a lie. A chorus of horns. Well, I blocked out the A. So chorus of horns answered. I could do right here. A. Chorus of horns answered. We have nothing else to gain here. Leave the girl. I think I like it. It's very dramatic. So now on to the fun part where we're gonna black out everything we don't need. And am I gonna use the smaller marker? No. Why did we invest in a large marker if we were gonna use the small one, Priscilla? Come on now. Why is it a different color? It's the same company. better dry the same color. This is not that interesting, and I don't have anything to say, so turn it into a song. I am mad that I messed up Monstrous Ocean of Untruths. That would have been so cool. That's a sick line. But, you know, sometimes things happen. Okay, I promise you it's going to get more interesting in a second. I also have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Otherwise, I might accidentally mark over the thing that I'm trying to save. Because I'm not stopping right here. This is not the end. Ooh, it smells like Sharpie in here. Okay, so we have our Argle-bargle, why can I say it? Every time I say it, I just mush mouth it. Argle-bargle of words here. Then I have these like little wildflower silhouettes. I have also the wildflowers, but I want the silhouettes. That's what I'm going to use. So we're going to ink these up and stamp them on. If you reverse the mark, you'd be at the end of this song. Ah. You know, I was talking to somebody about playing D&D not that long ago, and I was like, oh, I think I want to be a bard if I get to play with, like, their group. And he literally told me that you have to be able to sing, because they're going to expect you to sing. That's like a requirement to be a bard in this game. And I was like, I don't think that's a rule. I think that's a weird house rule where you just don't want anyone to be a bard. So you're making people sing. But also, don't threaten me with a good time, right? Like, I will sing. And I will make everyone regret making me sing. Okay. Actually, I have no rhyme or reason for this, so this is just the vibes. I'm letting the vibes carry me on this one. I think it's working. I'm feeling fairly confident in the vibes right now. It remains to be seen how successful this will be. But for now, we're gonna go with it. I did right here. I can't see what I did. Potentially problematic. Okay. And then we got one more. And because I can't see, I'm going to err on the side of caution and go as far over as I can. And then I want one right here. So, oh, maybe the first one. There's my little sticky note guy. Is this an idea that I wrote down and then I lost? Oh, it's an old one. Oh, thank gosh. I feel like I have written more ideas down, and I just have not been able to find them. And I'm a little bit sad because, you know, like, I don't want them to be missing. I want them to be found so that I can make them. Come on now. Don't stick to me. Okay. So let's see how that did do. And if it did do the things that it did supposed to do. What color though? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Okay, so I considered doing like gold or silver or copper or one of those colors, but I settled on mystic green because it's mystical. I don't know what it's going to turn out like, so we're gonna find out together. Just the whole can. Yep. That seems right. That feels right in my heart. Ooh, okay. This has potential. Ooh, I have an idea. Oh, I have now found another vibe and another idea. I also forgot that the edges were done in oxide ink, so it's still somehow wet, even though it should be all soaked into this paper, and I just smudged this. Okay. Okay. Man, I made the biggest mess with this powder. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I got it over here. I got it over there. Okay, so let's heat this guy up and see what we did. Oh, everything's wrapped together. My charger cord and my heat tool. Hold on, sorry, technical difficulties. Poor wire management has ruined the day. Alright. Okay, so for starters, Mystic Green should really consider changing its name to Mystic Blue. I'll show you guys up close here. No, that way. There we go. So it's got like green and blue and just little tiny specks of gold. It's actually really pretty. But it's definitely predominantly blue. So, you know, do with that as you will. But I do think it needs more. So, digging back in here, I'm looking to see what I got. I got that Merlot color. That's a purpley color. I kind of want honey, like an orangey color, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, just stuff is in my way. Ugh. So, Second verse, same as the first. So for now, we have to be a little bit choosier about where we're going. So let's see. Where we really like that. To just be like going through it. How? Yes. Okay. Okay, okay. Get these on the bottom here. I'm thinking it's hard when you can't see. Maybe something we can work in here. And something over here. Which one did I use here? I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna emboss and then see where we're at because I don't remember. It's also late at night. I should say that too as well. It is the nighttime. It's actually later than I've recorded in a long while, but I don't know. I came home from work and was like, okay, make some videos, do the things. And then I like literally just crawled right into my bed and was like, all right, go lay down. Your time is done. You've done enough. And then I laid there for a while, and then I was like, well, now you're too tired to even make dinner, so DoorDash it is. And then I DoorDashed, and then I ate, and now I have all this energy because it was so late by the time I finally started moving. And then I was like, well, just get up, go make your videos, make a couple, and then go to bed or whatever. And yes, it's late. I haven't been up this like late in a while because I haven't felt great. So I've been sleeping earlier, but not. I don't know. I'll describe it in a second. Okay, so honey was the right choice because it does have like some gold in it, but it's also a little translucent. I don't know if you guys can see. Like it looks like there's black in it, and there might be. It's hard to tell. I think it's the clear picking up the black in the background. But yes, that was the right choice. So what I was talking about was the sleeping, right? Is that I've been getting exhausted really early. Like the fatigue comes on really early, and then I'm like, oh, you should go to bed because you are so tired. And then I'm like, yeah, but also, no. Because as soon as you get everything all done, you do all the going to bed noises, which is like the same as going home noises if you haven't made those before. You probably have and didn't realize it. But the going to bed noises have all been made. And by the time I get done doing that, then I'm like, well, guess who is wide the heck awake and ready for round 2? So then I have to go do the thing where I like convince myself that it's a good idea to go to sleep without telling myself that I'm convincing myself that it's a good idea to go to sleep. Which is wild work. Just wild work. I just did this one. This is on the bottom. So I guess it's this. Which one did I? Oh my god. I am the kind of tired where I don't have 5-second recall, and it's a little bit concerning. But like I can't describe it to you. I don't know. Like if you guys have ever had insomnia, maybe you'll understand it. But if you haven't, then maybe you don't. Because like I'm tired, but I'm not like go to bed tired. if that makes sense. I am definitely awake for the next several hours, kind of tired, if I'm lucky. Because I also feel like that's probably what's happening, is I'm working myself into some insomnia. I don't know why I pushed this away like I was done with it. Okay, so bum bum bum, which means that we did not do dun, 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 this one. And where do I want it? Oh, I need to be more careful. I guess I got a little bit in there. I don't know how, because it had the little tape on it. I kind of want it here. No, because it's right underneath that one. So maybe over here. But also, I don't need all of it. Just emboss this, Priscilla. Emboss it before you try to stamp over top of it. You know what I think it is? I think, you know, because I talked about it the other day, where I was like, nobody gets on my nerves more than me. I think that's what it is. I think I'm getting on my own nerves. And that's why I'm so irritated right now. There's really no reason for me to be this irritated, except for the fact that I am irritating myself. Okay. And then, right here, let's see. It doesn't matter, right? Like, that's the thing, I think. I think I'm being too precious with something that doesn't actually matter at the end of the day, because I just want to get some flowers in here. And maybe I can be a little creative with this one and mix them up together. And then let's see what we got. I actually really like this. I know it's a little clustery, but it's working for me. Because it's like the flowers are growing out of the blacked out parts, the parts that we're covering up, but also some of them are growing out of the words. Like they're rising with inspiration from the very page itself. Or at least that's how, like, I'm visually interpreting it. I can't say that was intentional, like, in my design, but that's how I'm visually interpreting my attempt to randomize the results here. And then last time... Okay, yes, I like that. So, let me show you guys so you guys can see this a little better. And then, like, so you can see, like, in this clear part where the honey is, what the actual color is. So it's like a grayish color mixed in with the orange. I don't know, look at it with my naked eye. It's like a shimmery pearlescent, like, white color, I guess. The gray color is, like, a little bit pearlescent. I don't know if that's picking up. Maybe in the flash. But that's what we got so far. What else? I am very tempted to add a third color. Where? Good question. I don't know. Like here, here, maybe here. Maybe here. is it worth the effort? I mean, everything is worth the effort. But I think it'll overshadow the words. So, let me think. Am I satisfied? Never. I always want to do more. Oh. Well, wait a minute now. Maybe I don't need to add a third color. Maybe I just need to add a third shape. Hold on. Thoughts and feelings, and the power coursing through my veins. I don't know what I'm singing about anymore, guys. I have this, like, weird, not really weird, but, like, you know, this weird desire to rewatch Power Rangers, like the original series with my original Rangers that I grew up on. I have this, like, very distinct desire, but also this low-key fear that it will not be enjoyable. But, like, how can it not be? I feel like it is. But you know, like, sometimes when media just ages badly, and then you're like, ugh, I kind of wish I didn't go back to watch it because it's ruined my memory of it. That's what I'm, like, worried about, is that I'll go back and watch it and be like, that actually sucked, and now I hate Power Rangers forever. But I don't think I could hate Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. So, what I thought, instead of adding a third color, let's add a third texture by stamping in black some of these flower shapes. You know, like, into the mix. But I don't want to stamp it into the words. Yes. Suppose that fills me with delight. How did I get it all over myself in like half a second? How? You guys were there. You were supposed to be supervising me. How could I possibly? Also, how did I make this video so long? How did I do that? Oh my god. Just, what the heck, Priscilla? Act like you've held a stamp thing for once in your life. That's not true. I'm not going to be able to do that ever. Let's see. Perfecto. No, I love it. I don't know what the flowers have to do with an Argle-bargle, but we don't need to question it. It's not really up for scrutiny, is it? I don't think so. I think it's just fun, and it's okay to just have fun. Well, that doesn't make any sense, Priscilla. What the heck? This is not gonna work. Okay, well, that wasn't so... Look at that! Stamp platform who? Stamp platform who? That is an entirely personal beef. Because I... have been trying to talk myself out of getting a stamp platform because I don't need one. And I don't want an extra tool that I'm not going to really get a lot of use out of. There we go. So yeah, I have not committed to buying a stamp platform. But then every now and again I'm like, oh, but if you had a stamp platform, this would have been so much easier. Like doing the bugs would have been so much easier with a stamp platform. But I just proved to myself that maybe I don't need one as much as I thought. Granted, the next time I attempt to do that, I'll mess it all up. It'll be horrible. But yeah, I think that's our tag. I think this is it. His words cracked with fear. Is that true? She lies. The man touched fire. Does he speak the truth? Constructed of a lie. A chorus of horns answered. We have nothing else to gain here. Leave the girl. It's so dramatic. It's so meaningless. It's an argle-bargle. And I love it. So that is our tag for the day. Let me know what you guys think. Did you have fun going on this Argle-bargle adventure with me? Come back tomorrow, see what we do for the next day of Curiosiprompts. That's hashtag Curiosiprompts. And I will catch you guys all in the next one. Until then, I'm putting these away. Happy crafting and goodbye. I appreciate your faces. Check out the hashtag too, Curiosiprompts, and see what everybody else is doing. And all the things that I'm supposed to say at the end of the video. Knocking stuff over. Goodbye.